Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. What's up? It's been a long time since I was actually in front of the camera. I have just had a crazy busy past few weeks, so I'm really excited to share with you guys today my thoughts and my review on the Three Cheeky Chicks Wax Company wax melts. All of the ones that I purchased are Disney inspired. I came across these girls on Instagram a few weeks ago. I follow a lot of, like people who make like Disney crafts and things like that. So I came across them and I was like, wax melts that smell like Disney World, like give them all to me, like now. But I unfortunately have a husband and a budget, so I couldn't buy all of them at once. I did buy 4 though. I bought 4 clamshells and then they sent me a little sample, so I technically got to try 5 different scents and I am so excited to share this with you guys. I think that this is just, it's an answer to my prayers. I mean, if anybody has ever met me, if you know me at all, you know that if I'm not at Disney, I'm wanting to be at Disney. I miss it every single day. I miss everything about it. So when I found out that these girls make wax melts that are going to take me back to certain, moments of my vacations. I've been to Disney World 9 times in my life. Most of them coming within the past like 9 or so years. We usually go every year. I've been twice a year for a few years in a row. So it's always with me and I want to bring it home. I've tried many wax, like scents and stuff, from Walmart, from Kohl's, from just random different wax companies and stuff, trying to look for dupes for certain scents that I wanted to bring home with me, and I found these. So, as I mentioned, I did buy 4 clamshells. I'm going to talk scents and scent descriptions of everything first, and then I'll talk about performance because they all perform pretty much the same way. So I do have some notes down here. If you guys see me looking down, I apologize, but I wanted to make sure that I got all of the information correct. And then after all of my thoughts, then we'll just talk pricing, and I will make sure that everything is linked for you guys down below. I will link the Instagram, their Etsy shop, that's where I purchased everything from, and then they may have a website as well. Don't hold me to that, but I'll link everything for you guys down below. Let's go ahead and talk. So the first one that I wanted to talk about is this one, and this is caramel. I'm gonna butcher this. I apologize. Caramel cooch, caramel cage, caramel catch. I don't know. Whatever. It's the caramel store in Germany at Epcot. If you guys have ever been to Epcot and you've been in the caramel store, you guys, you know what's about to happen. You know what's coming. So another thing that I really love about these wax melts is that they have glitter. So I hope you guys can see that. It's a super dreary day outside, so I apologize for lighting issues, but they have glitter, and this, you guys, this is my husband's favorite. It literally smells just like that store. I mean, it's perfect. The scent notes were that it was warm, gooey caramel, and it smells like that store in Germany at Epcot. And basically that's all I get is just straight up caramel, and it is fabulous. It's so good. So good, you guys. So good. So good. I love it. So there is that one. And then the next, let's do, since we're talking about like stores and places to eat at Disney, let's go for the next one. This is Sweet on Gaston. I am very sweet on Gaston. Let's just put that out there. I know he's a bad guy. He's kind of the villain that you love to hate, whatever. I'm very sweet on Gaston, and so is my niece. So when I saw that they had, oh, excuse me, when I saw that they had one that was called Sweet on Gaston, I thought, oh, please smell like Gaston's Tavern at Walt Disney World. And it does. It does. It's so good. So Sweet on Gaston, the scent notes are cinnamon rolls and cream cheese frosting. And if you guys have ever been inside Gaston's Tavern, those cinnamon rolls, though. So obviously I was like, yes, I need this in my life. So, oh, it's so good. It's definitely got like that strong cinnamon note, but it's not like a red hot cinnamon. It's like a warm cinnamon roll. I definitely get like a bakery, like a bread. I don't know that I necessarily get cream cheese frosting, but that's okay because this smells amazing. So, again, Sweet on Gaston. So good, you guys. And then the last one that smells like food that you eat at Disney World, pineapple twirl. You guys know what this smells like. This baby's a Dole Whip in wax form. So the description for it was just that it was pineapple and vanilla cream and that it reminds you of a Dole Whip, and dude, it does. Couldn't get that open. Oh, you guys. I feel like I'm in Aloha Isle right now. Like, this is just... And again, it has super pretty, like, glitter on this bright yellow wax. It's so good. It's so good. And it takes me back to, having a Dole Whip and all of the memories there. So I was so excited to have this for sure. It's great. And then the last one that I purchased, I think it's brilliant what these girls do. They have this line of wax melts that smell like the lobby of various Disney resorts. So if you're like me, you go there multiple times a year or once a year, whatever, you stay in a hotel, you remember what it smells like when you walk in and it's like home, So I picked up Pop Century because that is where we stayed in 2016. We were there for the entire week and it was such a special time for us, and the smell of the lobby, it stuck with me. So, oh, it's so good. And it's not picking up on camera, but this wax is a gorgeous orange. It's like showing up super light, but in person it's like more of like a corally orange. It's beautiful. So the description here is cotton candy and popcorn. I mostly get popcorn, but there is also kind of like this sugary sweetness. It's so good. It's like dead on. It's so good. I absolutely love this one. I would say that this one probably would be my favorite. I hate picking favorites because I love them so much, but I think this one would probably be my favorite. So those are the 4 that I bought, and then let's talk about the sample that I got because it made me really excited. So they have not only a line of Disney inspired and a line of Disney like lobbies and hotels, but they also have a line that smell like Disney rides. And if you guys are like me, you know that distinctive scent for certain rides. You guys get on to, like Soarin' and there's a certain scent, or you walk in the Haunted Mansion and there's a certain scent. Well, what ride has the most distinctive scent? It's Pirates. Of course, it's Pirates. You walk in there and you smell like the salt and like the sea and the water, and it's a little bit like musty, and it's got a little bit of that like that pirate ship like vibe or whatever. I even wore my Pirates shirt today. So when I read that they had a scent called Pirate Water, I was like, oh man, like it's gonna smell like the ride. But I was too concerned about my own scent like sensitivities to actually purchase a full clamshell because I thought, okay, usually I don't do well with those more like fresher, like outdoorsy scents. I have a very sensitive nose. It has to be mostly like a bakery or like a fruity type of scent for me to really, connect with it, I guess, not get a headache from it. A lot of those, florals and those outdoorsy scents can be very headache inducing for me. So I thought, oh man, I'd really like to smell Pirate Water, but I'm going to pass, Well, they sent me a sample of Pirate Water, so I don't have to worry about, wasting it or whatever. So they ended up sending me 1 full cube and then one that's like a half of a cube. And then it's labeled Pirate Water, obviously. And the description for Pirate Water is that it's a little salty, it's a little musty, it has a bottom line like floral. To me, it also has like a little bit of a cologne-y scent. Like they don't put it there like in the description, but it has this tad bit of cologne. Let me tell you guys, this stuff is no joke. Like it's literally been sitting in my kitchen just in this little bag and I can smell it. I'm not even melting it and I can smell it. And it is a bit headache inducing for me, I do have to admit, but this is dead on. It smells exactly like the ride. It is so good. Oh my gosh, you guys, it smells just like it. It's so weird how smells take you back. It's definitely that like that water scent, that like musty, kind of like earthy outdoorsy scent. And I do get, like I said, a little bit of the flora and then a little bit of like a cologne. If you like, like fresh rain and spring air and, clouds and scents like that, you're going to love this. It smells exactly like the ride. I don't think that I would melt it just because it can be headache inducing for me, but this stuff is so strong. I'm actually going to give this to a friend of mine who's also a huge Disney buff, and she doesn't have quite as much of, a sensitivity. But seriously, like, this is so good. It's a dead on dupe for the smell of that ride. It takes me directly back. Like, oh my gosh. It makes me really want to try the other ones that they have available because, you want that experience in your own home, and they figured out a way to do it. So let's go ahead and talk performance because I know that that's what a lot of people are interested in, as far as when they purchase wax, how long is it going to last and how strong is it and things like that. So Pop Century, it was very, very strong, but it only lasted, I run my wax warmers 24 hours a day, so let me make that clear. They're always on. And it only lasted probably a day and a half where I could really, really smell it. It did have a pretty decent throw. I would say the throw was probably about a 6 out of 10, and the strength was probably also a 6 out of 10. But again, it only lasted like a day and a half. So it didn't really last me any more than like Walmart wax does, but I wasn't mad about it because of what the scent was. It brought back so many good memories. Sweet on Gaston, I would actually give this one a 7 out of 10 as far as strength goes because that cinnamon, I mean, it's strong. It's good. It's really good. I could smell it when I came in my back door, and my warmer's all the way over in my kitchen. So I would give it, like I said, a 7 out of 10 in the strength, and it was probably about a 6 out of 10 as far as the throw goes. I could smell it kind of all in this like open concept that we have here. So that was pretty good. And then the same thing with Caramel, the store in Germany. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that again, but it was about a 6 out of 10 on both accounts. It only lasted about a day and a half, but I do have my warmers on 24 hours, so if you guys only wanted to warm it for, half the day and then turn it off, you might be able to get like 2 or 3 days worth of burn out of it. So that one, and then basically the same thing with pineapple. It was really strong and it smelled so good, but it didn't last super long. But again, I'm not really upset about that. I buy Walmart wax. That's what I'm used to. I haven't really had much experience with like a Scentsy or any of the other like vendor waxes. I'm really interested in, getting into those and trying some more of those, but as my budget allows, this was the one that I chose to make my first priority. So I liked it. Again, this one about a 6 out of 10 on both accounts. And then I haven't actually burned Pirate Water, or melted, not burned. I would say that Pirate Water is probably like an 8 out of 10 in strength, just based on the cold sniff, because God, this thing is so strong. But I can't tell you how long it lasted or how much of a throw you got out of it or anything because I have not burned that one. So they do sell these little clamshells for $4 each, or you could get 4 for $15. So you are saving $1. And then you calculate your shipping based on where you live. So mine was $2-3, I think. So the 4 for 15 deal was obviously what, I wanted to do because I wanted to try several scents at once. But I think it's a pretty good deal. I mean, you only pay, $2 or $2.50 or something at Walmart for, their wax. Whereas this, actually smells like Disney. Disney is a huge part of my life. So I definitely think it's worth the price. Unless you're somebody who's wanting to get a 5 or 6 day, like some people do in Scentsy. I know that a lot of people prefer to, spend more money to have more time with a certain scent. So I guess that's about it. If I forgot to include anything or if you guys have any questions, definitely leave them for me down below. But I will definitely be repurchasing from the 3 cheeky chicks again in the future. If you guys want to see more reviews about it, definitely let me know and give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!